Blue Comet broadcast is brought to us by the Sonic Drive-In of Chanute. Your pregame show is being brought to us by Ryan Disbro, State Farm Insurance Agent in downtown Chanute. The Community National Bank brings you your halftime festivities, and your post-game report is being brought to you by Lafayette Health. This Blue Comet sports broadcast is also being brought to you by Horizon Aerostructures, Whitaker Advocates, Medicine Shop, Dalton 9, USD 413, Taco John's, Shields Motor Company, and Cleaver's Farm and Home. It's time for Big Blue Comet broadcast right here on your home for the Blue Comets, Z95.3.
All righty, good afternoon, Blue Comet fans, and I hope that we're good to go here, not only on the air, but also on the internet. We should be good to go here. Coming to you today, and this is going to be a little bit of a crazy broadcast today, folks, so bear with me. I am controlling everything here from the field with my phone and the computers today, so I'm going to do my best to make sure we do it the best for you here on Z95.3. If we happen to lose connection there on the phone with the radio, then I will put the music back on and I'll get back up there between games to hook it back up. So between games, I'm going to have to shut everything down quick, hang up the phones, go back to the station and hook it back up between games. That's just kind of the way it has to be done. So bear with me today, folks. I'll do my best to make sure we get the best broadcast possible for you today. It is Blue Comet Baseball here on Z95.3 from Hudson Field. Never got to call a ball game from here. I tell you what, I get to meet a lot of opposing coaches in the things that I get to do here. But one of my favorite guys is Coach Lanning for the Indy Bulldogs. I know his family. He's a great guy, and he's always a lot of fun to hang around with. So Coach Lanning here today with the Indy Bulldogs. So it's going to be a good game here today, folks. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. We're at Hudson Field. Come on out here and enjoy the ball game. Beautiful, beautiful Saturday afternoon, and we're ready to rock and roll. It'll be Ewing, the catcher. He will start off. I'll get all my stuff together here as soon as I can, folks. But Ewing will start off, and it is Manbeck on the hill for the Blue Comets. And starting off Ewing with a ball one. And forget the shades today. That's all right. Who needs sunglasses today? Got my Blue Comet hat on. It'll be fine. So here we go. Manbeck 1-0 to Ewing. Fly ball. Over here in the foul ground, giving a look there at Cam Kester, and it may get out of play. And no, Cam does make the play. Nice job down the line there, folks. We'll get most of the field here for you, but Cam with a good play there in foul ground, and it makes the play for out number one. So good job there to help out his pitcher. Here comes Ewing. He is the shortstop. I got the Ewing brothers up here. So let me get things together here in this first inning. All right, just underway, one out. Blue Comet Baseball here on Z95.3 and on KINZ.biz. So here we go as Manbeck ready to go to Ewing, the shortstop. First pitch is ball one to him. So Collar will be on deck as Ewing stands in. That's a high fly ball center field. Backing up on it there is going to be Bryson Ellis for the Blue Comets, and he'll make the play for outs. Number two fly ball outs here for Manbeck to get it started. See, Ellis in center. You got Harvey in left. And you got Peavy over in right for the Blue Comets here today. Stepping up to the plate, two outs. It's the third baseman, Collar. He'll come up here ready to go. Facing Manbeck for the first time here in the top of the first. No score, two outs. And Collar. Steve Rack call, 0-1 to him. Nice pitch there from Mason. Manbeck's been pitching really well here the last few weeks for Coach Murray, and I tell you what, the pitching has really come together and been really, really good for everybody. So you guys are okay. Come on. Don't worry. Just watch that cord. Don't trip. All right, Manbeck is up high there to Collar, so it's a 1-1. So Manbeck ready to go 1-1 to her. To him, sorry. On the inside edge, can't catch it there. It is a 2-1 count. So now back in goes Collar with a 2-1 to him. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Nice pitch there from Manbeck. As the third baseman steps back in here, pitcher on deck. And Collar 2-2 to him, standing in. Manbeck ready to deliver, and here's the pitch. Fly ball, foul. Heads up, everybody. Going to get out of play, and it stays 2-2. So 2-2 to Collar as he stays in. Behind the dish here is Brady Mack for the Blue Comets. And it's 2-2. Man back now, ready to go to caller. Here's the pitch. High, full count. Beck is over at first base for the Blue Comets today. Jaden Costin back at second. KC, full of sunshine. Corbett Kimberlin is a shortstop. There's a high fly ball, foul ball to the left side once again and out of play. Staying a full count and over at third, Cam Kester. All right, I think I got the Blue Comets down there now, so we'll see if we can do the same for Indy while we're in the throes of things here. So it's a full count once again. Collar steps right back in, ready to go. Man back looking to get that 1-2-3 inning. Here's the pitch to him. Low on the inside, ball 4. So, base runner here for Indy. And I'm hoping I'm going to get this right, folks. I'll ask in between innings here, but I have Liker will be the pitcher. And he comes to the plate with a runner on and 2 outs. That could be Leaker. I want to get it right. L-E-I-K-E-R is believe where I got. I'll get with Coach to make sure. So he'll stand in here on the inside from Manbeck. Ball 1 to him. 1-0 with the runner on. Taking the lead over there as Beck is holding him on his collar. Manbeck now comes set and brings it in. There's a shot there to Kimberlin. A couple hops there. He'll go to get the lead runner, and they'll get the force outs on color on the 6-4 for the third out. Leaker, fielder's choice. And that will do it here for the top of the first inning. They get no hits. They leave 1 on and no errors by the Blue Comets. No runs come in. We will go to the bottom of the first inning, and it's no score coming up for the Blue Comets. Ellis, Manbeck, and Kimberlin here on Z95.3. Alrighty, folks, we are back here as we get ready to go to the bottom of the first. Step to the plate here, Bryson Ellis taking on the pitcher. And I'm going to go with Leaker. I hope I'm getting that right. Is that right, Leaker? Liker? Oh, thank you, sir. I had it right the first time. All right, so it is Liker. All right, so we got it there. I want to thank you very much for the Indy fans. Liker, he's on the circle. He's on the hill, Ewing his battery mate. And it is Bryson Ellis stepping in. And Liker's first pitch, bounce foul. And strike 1, 2. I'll spell it like that. That way I'll know how to do it. Liker, 0-1 to Ellis to start him off here. See if the Blue Comets get something going in the first. Sidearm delivery there and misses 1-1. So that 1-1 count. As Ellis goes right back in and Liker on the hill. Swing and a miss by Ellis. It's 1-2. So on deck, Mason Manbeck here. Corbett Kimberlin in to hold the first 3 here. Beautiful Saturday afternoon. No rain, thank goodness. And the 1-2 to Ellis. Low makes it 2-2. So 2-2 count, Bryson. And I think that the Lady Blue Comets got the day off. They probably well deserved that one today after back-to-back games. Postponement there. There's Ellis giving it a long run. Copeland going back. Lots of room here at Hudson Field. He'll settle in underneath it, and it's out number 1. Long fly ball. And that's out number 1. So here comes Mason Manbeck to the plate. Manbeck pitching well, hitting really well here lately. I tell you what, the young man has been doing everything he can to help out his squad, and the Blue Comets have gotten a few wins because of it here. So Mason stepping right back in, good pitching. I mean, got to play good here towards the end of the season. That's what the Comets are doing, so they got to keep it up here today. Mason stands in, first pick from Liker. Bouncer third, foul ball. Got Coach Murray down that first base side. Got Coach Sizemore down. I'm sorry, down the third base side. Coach Sizemore's down the first base side here for the Blue Comets. So man back in, 0-1 to him. Liker from the windup. Low outside, 1-1. So the 1-1 count to him, man back. Ready to roll. Here's the pitch. Foul tip, and it's 1-2. So that 1-2 count to him. And I think on our inner stream, folks, we should have a pretty good view of the field all the way around, except that far right corner, maybe the far left corner as well. But a good view here today. 1-2 to Manbeck. Liker sends it in, sends it over to Ewing, and short. He's going to have to make a quick throw, and he'll get him by a step. And nice job there by Ewing. 6-3. Mason down the line, just gets beat by a step, out number 2. All right, here comes Corbett Kimberlin, Blue Comet shortstop. Signed this week to have the opportunity to play some basketball here at NCCC. If you want to play baseball, I'm sure Coach Murray would like to have him on that squad as well. Just a good all-around athlete and a good kid. As Corbett steps in here, 2 outs, nobody on Liker. Bringing it, Steerack one called. 0-1 to him. So the 0-1 count. Lane Harvey on deck. See if Corbett can get on here and get something started in the first. 2 outs. Kimberlin bouncer here. Here's Ewing taking on the second hop. Makes a nice play. 6-3. It's a 1-2-3 inning by both squads here for 3 outs. All right, so no hits, nobody left, and no errors by Indy. We will go to the second inning. It'll be Chisholm, Schicky, and Haynes when we come back. Blue Comet Baseball Z95.3. Alrighty, we're back here as we go to the second inning, and I'll get your computer changed here as shortly as I possibly can. We are in the second. Here comes Chisholm to the plate. He's the first baseman. Schicky, the left fielder, and Haynes, the right fielder. The first 3 up here against Mason Manbeck. 1 inning of work, no strikeouts, 1 base on balls. Mason threw 13 pitches, no hits, no runs. Here comes Chisholm to the plate. First baseman standing in, ready to go. Manbeck from the windup to the second we go. High outside for ball 1. So back in goes Chisholm here. He's got a 1-0 count to him. That's low on the outside. That'll make it a 2-0 count. So 2-0 to him. There's Chisholm. He'll give it out there and net it into a left center field and getting down Harvey on it quick, coming in and hold him to a long single for Chisholm. So the leadoff man on here for the Bulldogs to start the second. So 2 pitches there. All right, so here we go. Schicky comes to the plate. He is the left fielder, taking the coast landing down the third base line. Has the signs he likes. Now steps in here with a man on first and no outs. Moving to the stretch is Manbeck. And the pitch now on the way. Squaring around to lay down the bunt. Nice one coming out there to Manbeck. He'll come off, and the sack bunt works. Moving him around. Sack bunt successful. 1 out. Over to second goes Chisholm. So here comes the right fielder, Haynes. Copeland, the center fielder, stands on deck. So Haynes comes in. Board of Bulldogs now ready to go. Haynes went for the first pitch. Giving a look there. Now scoring position is Chisholm. Here's the pitch on the way. That's a nice pitch by Manbeck. Steve Rack 1. 0-1 to Mason. And 1 to Haynes. Haynes stands right back in here, ready to go. Chisholm taking the lead at second. Man back gives him a quick look. Has a sign from Brady Mack. Shot back up the middle, and Ellis right there to make the play. Going to get it in. They should double him off, and they do. Good job. Bryson Ellis had to come in on it quick and makes a great play for the double play on the out there to get Haynes on the fly ball, and Chisholm leading off towards third, so it'll go at 8-6 for that third out. And there you go. Blue Comets, they get 1 hit, so they leave none, and no errors by the Blue Comets, no runs come in. We will go to the bottom of the second inning. Harvey, Beck, and Peavy come to the plate. When we come back, it's Blue Comet Baseball on Z95.3. All righty, folks, we're back here to the bottom of the second. Lane Harvey steps in against Liker. Liker 11 pitches, no strikeouts, no base on balls, no hits. And Harvey ready to go for the bottom of the second. Right side, out of play, foul ball 0-1. All righty, so 0-1 to Lane starting off here. See if we can get something started in the second for the Blue Comets here. No score against Indy on this beautiful Saturday afternoon at Hudson Field. Come down and bring the family down. Come watch the fall. Doesn't cost you anything to get in. 1-1. Coming right on the Blue Comets, right on the Bulldogs. In this beautiful stadium. 1-1 to him. Nice curveball for the strike. Hits 1-2. So Harvey stepping back in now with a 1-2 count. Maybe inches a little bit closer to the plate this time. And here's Liker with the pitch. Low outside, 2-2. I'm pretty sure Liker is pretty well aware of Lane Harvey's power. We've seen him hit a few dingers this year as he's back in with a 2-2. Ooh, swing and a miss, gets away, and they will complete the strikeout, and it is out number 1. First strikeout here for Liker. So here comes Beck to the plate. Peyton Beck steps in. One out, nobody on. This pitcher duel so far through almost first couple innings. Beck stands in. Peyton playing first base for the Blue Comets today. Liker from the windup. And the pitch on the way to him. Low ball 1. So it's 1-0. Beck back into it. That's a little bit low there, so it's now 2-0. So the 2-0 count. Beck sends that down first base line, and right there to snag it is Chisholm, and he'll make the play unassisted for the third out. It's a nice smack there by Peyton, but right there Chisholm waiting on it for out number 2. So Bradley Peavy, the right fielder, comes to the plate for the Blue Comets now. Liker standing in here ready to go against Bradley. Peavy. See if he can get on for Jaden Costin in the on-deck circle for the Blue Comets. Here's the pitch from Liker, and it sends over to the right side. Out of play. Foul ball. 0-1. So Bradley can straighten that one out here. And the second pitch on the way. Here's the 0-1. That's low. Makes a 1-1 count. So 1-1 to him, brought it right in. Not wasting any time as Liker sends it out, and it's going to be a roller there to the second baseman, Merrick. He'll come up, and 4-3. Gets him by a step there for the third out. Another 1-2-3 inning, no hits, nobody left, and no errors by the Bulldogs, and no runs come in. We'll go to the third. Copeland, Merrick, and Ewing when come to the plate. When we come back, Z95.3. And welcome back here, folks, as we go to the third inning. Blue Comets and the Bulldogs. No score here to the third. You good? You got it? And it will be Copeland, the center fielder, Merrick, the second baseman, and Ewing, the catcher. The first three up here against Manbeck. Manbeck through 2 innings of work has thrown 18 pitches, no strikeouts, 1 base on balls, only the 1 hit, and no runs. So here we go. Copeland, the center fielder, stands in. Manbeck delivers. Swing and a miss. 0-1 to him. So the 0-1 count. Manbeck to Copeland on the way. That's low. 1-1. So the 1-1 count. Back in goes Copeland. Here's the pitch to him. Outside edge for the key. Oh, Steve right 1. 1-2. Manbeck right back in, ready to go. Or should I say Copeland in, ready to go. Manbeck is ready as well on the hill. And get a piece of it, send it to the screen. It's a foul ball, 1-2. So 1-2 count to him, Copeland. See if he can duplicate Chisholm in the second inning and lead out the inning with a hit. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That's out number 1 and the first strikeout from Mason Manbeck here today. Here comes Merrick, the second baseman. 1 out, nobody on. And as much as expected from these two teams, pitching duels, great defense, and that's why it's going to come down. There's a shot now. Oh, that'll get out into left field. Second hit there as Merrick gets on the second hit of the day as it gets past Kester into left field. So top of the order, here comes Ewing. He flied out into foul ground to Kester back in the first. So the runner over first now going to the stretch will be Manbeck as Ewing, the catcher, comes to the plate. Small lead for Merrick over to first. Mason gives him a look to the plate. Ooh. Looked like he wanted to call a strike, but he says, nope, it's ball 1. A little itchy finger. I hate it when that happens. You get it in there, a little bit here. Manbeck, swing and a miss. Now it's 1-1. So with a 1-1 count, Manbeck ready to go here to Ewing. Pitch on the way. Nice pitch. Must have just missed. What? 2-1. That's low. Now goes 3-1. So 3-1 there. I think Mason really wanted that second ball call as a strike. It's an awful good look when that made a. Come on, Blue. That's ball 4. Wow. Runners now on first and second. Second base on balls given up by Mason here. Here comes Ewing, the shortstop, to the plate. And Ewing flies out to center his first time up. So the shortstop steps in here, getting instructions from Coach Lanning as the runners take their lead. Merrick from second, Ewing at first. One out. Swing and a miss. 0-1. So first time for the Bulldogs to threaten a little bit here. See if Manbeck can get his team out of it. One out, 0-1 to Ewing at the plate on the way. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. So with an 0-2 count, Merrick checks back in at second. Ewing back over at first. Infield playing in a little bit there. And the pitch on the way. That's just a little high, 1-2. So that 1-2 count. Ewing stands right in here looking to make some contact. See if he can get a pitch to drive here as Manbeck checks Merrick. Now the 1-2. Fly ball here on the right side. Peyton Beck giving a look, and it's in foul ground. And, just couldn't find it there, but he gave it a heck of a shot, did Peyton. Got him turned around there, and not enough time for Bradley Peavy to come up out of right field to make it, or Costin to come over, but Bradley, I tell you what, Peyton Beck had a good shot at it there, just out of his glove, and got him turned around there. So here we go, 1-2 after the foul ball. Ewing right back in. Now ready to go here, Manbeck. With a 1-2 count to him, bringing it. Fly ball here, that's going to be shallow, and coming in on it is going to be Bradley Peavy. He'll make the play. He had it, and then he dropped it coming out. He caught it, so it is out, and then so it is out on the fly ball here by Ewing. All right, so good job, Bradley Peavy had a hold of it, and as he made the exchange, it came out of his hand, so everybody moves up. So over to third there. Merrick staying at first is Ewing, and there's 2 outs. Here comes Collar to the plate now. So Collar steps in here, have runners on the corners. Manbeck, that's a nice pitch right there. 0-1. Liker, the pitcher, will be on deck. Fielder's choice his first time up. Base on balls for Collar. Last time he was up. And taking second is Ewing to get himself into scoring position. Now runners at second, third with 2 outs as Collar looks to make some contact. Swing and a miss on a nice pitch there by Manbeck. Got him just out in front of that one. So 0-2 to him. See if Mason can finish it off here. So do some fly balls here to these hitters. Here we go, the 0-2 to Collar. Manbeck delivers. Bouncer, right side, foul ball. So we'll reset everybody up here. Coming up in that bottom of the third for Blue Comets will be Costin, Kester, and McDonald. Brady Mack. Is there no score here in the bottom of the top of the third inning? Runners in second and third for the Bulldogs. Collar 0-2 at the plate. 2 outs. Manbeck delivers. Swing and a miss to finish the strikeout for Brady Mack, and that's a strikeout to do it. And a good job here by Mason Manbeck to come back and get him out here as they leave a couple. After they get a hit, they'll leave 2 on. No errors by the Blue Comets and no runs come in. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Costin, Kester, and McDonald when we come back. It's Blue Comet Baseball Z95.3.
Horizon supplies major complex sub-assemblies for leading airframe manufacturers in the commercial airline
afternoon, Blue Collar fans. To the bottom of the third we go. No score. Jaden Costin, Cam Kester, Brady Mack come to the plate to face Liker. He's got 2 innings of work. He's thrown 22 pitches, 1 strikeout, no base on balls, and no hits so far. And he will face Jaden Costin to start off in the third. Steve Wright called to him. Oh. So the Comets put the bat on the ball, just haven't got any hits yet. Let's see if we can start that off here in the third. Kester sends that right. There we go. Cam Kester gets the Blue Comets started. That'll do it. Breaking up the no-hitter. There we go. So Cam over to first, or Jaden Costin over to first. Cam Kester comes to the plate here. Sorry, Jaden. He got that hit right there to start off for the Blue Comets here in the third. Here comes Cam Kester to the plate. Brady Mack, Blue Comet catcher, on deck. Coach Sizemore, Coach Costin have a talk. Now to the windup, or to the stretch for Liker. That's a shot. Look at that. Whoa, watch out there. Costin was running, and he's going to make himself on to third, and Murray's going to hold him up there, and a nice job on the hit and run. And I tell you what, that thing was smoking to right field. He almost took Jaden Costin's head off as he was going to second base. Costin to third on the hit and run. Great play. Blue Comets back-to-back hits, runners on the corners, no outs. Here comes Brady Mack, as Ewing is going to call his defense, and now the Blue Comets with an opportunity here in the third to make some noise with no outs. Brady Mack steps in here now, and that'll put the top of the order. It'll be Bryson Ellis on deck. No outs, runners on the corners. And I can pretty much guarantee Cam's going to get second here as soon as he can. And there he goes. He takes off and goes, puts himself in scoring position, stealing the bag. First one for the Blue Comets, and it's ball one at the plate. Oh, no, ball one. Ball one here to Brady Mack. All right, so 1-0 to him. Brady sends that out into center field. Copeland sizing underneath it, but it should be a good sacrifice fly. Both runners going to go. The throw coming in, and it's a sac fly, and the Blue Comets take the lead 1-0 on a sac fly by Brady Mack. So coming in to score, staying at second is Kester. So the Blue Comets get the run and make it 1-0 on the small ball. Here comes Bryson Ellis to the plate. Now we have a runner score position over at second. Bryson 0 for 1. Flight out to center field his first time up, so he'll step up here with 1 out. And Kester at second. Here's the pitch. Low on the inside, ball 1 to him. So Bryson, 1-0 count. Standing right in, see if he can make some contact here. Step to the on-deck circle, Mason Manbeck. That's low. It's going to get away from Ewing, and that'll allow Kester to get over to third on the pass ball. And it's a ball 2 to Ellis at the plate. So 2-0 to him. Now over to third on the pass ball. That could turn into an error to bite the Bulldogs here unless they can leave him stranded over there. But Ellis with a 2-0 count. Hey, another sacrifice fly ball. If he can get a hold of one, send out to center like he did to start off this one for the Blue Comets. That'll be a big one. That's a good pitch right there, and it misses as well. 3-0 to Bryson. I don't know. So Ellis standing right in. Call strike 1, taking all the way there for Bryson. So 1-0 now, Blue Comets lead. Game number 1 here. Manbeck on deck, 1 out. Runner at third's Kester. Bryson sends it down the third base line, and it's a foul ball. And it'll go to a full count, 3-2. 3-2 now. Let's see if I can change the score real quick while Bryson comes back to the plate here so we can get that right. Try to get it done as quick as possible. Come on now. There we go. So Bryson comes up here after the foul ball. Where you at? Now he'll step back in, ready to go after the foul ball. And 3-2. Once again, here's the pitch from Liker. Swing and a miss. Gets him swinging, and that's out number 2. Good pitch there by Liker, and gets Bryson Ellis on the strikeout. That's out number 2. Here comes Mason Manbeck to the plate. Manbeck stepping up here for the Blue Comets. See if he can help his own cause. He's got a runner over at third. See if we can bring him in and get a 2-0 lead here before the 4th. Outside, and Manbeck 1-0. So the 1-0 count to him. That's low. It's going to get away from Ewing, too. It's going to get all the way over into foul ground on the right side, and that's going to be enough to bring in the run. So the error does come in and bring in the run here. And it'll be a 2-0 ball game, as is now 2-0 to Manbeck at the plates, and that clears the bases. Now the Blue Comets lead at 2-0. So Mason will step back in here with 2 outs. He's 0 for 1 to play. He grounded out to short his first time up. Standing in here now, ready to go. Liker from the windup. Catching the outside edge. It's 2-1. So the 2-1 count. There's a shot there by Manbeck. Back over to the shortstop. Ewing, long forward, pulls up Chisholm off the bag. So a nice job in infield. It was deep in the hole there for Ewing, and it was a long throw, and then Chisholm had to come off the bag to save the throw. And it's an infield hit for Manbeck. 3 hits here in the inning for the Blue Comets. And it will continue here with Corbett Kimmerlin to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out to short. Nice play by Ewing. It was a long throw. Manbeck speedy getting down the line. Beats it out. Chisholm off the bag a bit. So quick throw over to first. Manbeck diving back in. So 2-0 now. Blue Comets here into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Game number 1 to this doubleheader here at Hudson Field. Appreciate Coach Murray letting us use the field here today. And the college really appreciate that. Get this game in. Here's a throw down to second. Stolen base. Oh, nice try there by Ewing. Looked like he tacked him on the top of the head, but he gets in there sliding. Manbeck. Second stolen base for the Blue Comets. 1-0 count at the plate here at Corbett Kimmerlin. Now runner score position for the Blue Comets. Kimmerlin. Oh, boy, I tell you what. Nice frame job there by Ewing. He did a good job on that one. 1-1. Kimberlin sends a bouncer there. That's a high chopper, and it's going to be deep in the hole, and nobody's going to be able to have a play there for us. I mean, it was right there. Collier and Ewing, it got in between them. Ewing comes up with it, so it's another infield hit for the Blue Comets, and runners now on the corners with Kimberlin with the 4th hit of the inning for the Comets. So here comes Lane Harvey. He's 0 for 1. He's got an opportunity here for the Blue Comets, leading at 2-0 already in the bottom of the 3rd. Chance now to maybe tack on a little bit more. As he gets ready to come up to the plate now, Lane checking in with Coach Murray down the third base side. Leading off at first is Kimberlin. Manbeck at third. Liker comes set. 2 outs here. Here's the pitch. Harvey smokes one out into left center field, and it's going to be a long run. And Copeland tracks it down and makes the play. Good play there by Copeland. He had a long run, but he tracked it down. 4 hits, leaving 2, bringing in 2 runs, and an error by the Bulldogs makes it a 2-0 ball game. We'll go to the 4th. It will be Liker, Chisholm, and Shiki when we come back at Z95.3 Blue Comet Baseball. Alrighty, Blue Comet fans, back here ready to go to the 4th inning. Blue Comets take a 2-0 lead there into the 3rd on 4 hits. And they leave a couple in 1 error there by the Bulldogs. And Manbeck back in now ready to go. He'll face the pitcher Liker. He had a fielder's choice at the end of the 1st inning. Manbeck 38 pitches, 2 strikeouts, 2 base on balls, 1 hit, and no runs through his 3 innings of work. So Mason stands in here ready to go against his opposing pitcher, Liker. First pitch on the way. Strike 1. So strike 1 to him. Liker looking at that one. And it's going to be a 1-1 count. So the 1-1 count to him. Liker stands right in. Chisholm on deck here for the Bulldogs. That's outside, 2-1. So that 2-1 count to him. Liker seeing if he can get something going here for the Bulldogs as they trail it 2-0. It's now 3-1 as that one's a little bit high. So Mason, ready to go here to the 3-1 pitch. That catches the outside edge, and now it's a full count. Full count to him. As Liker steps right back in, ready to go. Man back comes set. There's a shot there, and it'll get between Kimberlin and Kessler. And out into left field for a leadoff hit here for the pitcher. So they get their second, make that the third hit of the ball game. And we're going to get a pinch runner here for the pitcher. And can't tell who that is over there. But we'll get him out here. I think it's number 6, Powell, but I will check in on that. But Liker will get a pinch runner. All right, so here comes Chisholm to the plate. He's 1 for 1. He had a single to lead off the second. So with the runner on, man back. Outside edge, strike 1 to him. Shicky on deck for the Bulldogs. Good lead there by the runner. And that's going to be a little bloop fly ball here, and Jaden Costin's going to call for it. And I do believe that is Powell over there that is running for Liker. So Jaden Costin makes the play for out number 1. Come to the plate now, Shicky. He had a sacrifice bunt to move around as they tried to do some damage there in the second, but a good play by Bryson Ellis in the outfield. An outfield assist, shutting down that inning, made it a 1-2-3 inning. Outside, ball 1. So Shicky with Haynes on deck with 1 out, runner over at first, man back from the stretch here in the 4th. Swing and a miss, makes it 1-1. So Mason can have a good game here. Not a whole lot of pitches. Probably see Peyton Beck in game number 2. And have Kimberlin for just in case, because I don't believe the Blue Comets are going to play again until Thursday when Fort Scott comes to town. It's 2-1. Not going to make up that game against Iola. And Fort Scott comes to town, but we're going to get all these games in here. And before Wednesday, where the seedings come out. That's outside now, 3-1. Lady Blue Comets definitely needed a day off today after back-to-back games and winning 4 games the last couple of days, and not easy against Iola and the Coffeyville squads. But they're going to make up this game against Independence probably sometime this week, and we'll see about getting that covered for you. 3-1 to Shicky. Runner now over at second as he steals the bag. That's the second stolen base here for Indy. As that's Powell, the pinch runner. Now a timeout called. And Mason was kind of looking at second, even though Shicky stepped out. He went ahead and delivered, but he did call time. Good call by the ump. That was a good call. No pitch. Good call by the ump. So 3-1 now. Here's what the count I've got. They got 2-1 on the scoreboard, but I got 3-1. We'll see. Checking him at the plate. We're at second. Here's the pitch. Steve, right. Oh, that's a nice pitch right there. And 2-2. I've got 3-2, but Blue says 2-2. All right, so we're good. We're 2-2 is what we got. Shicky back in there. Powell. Curtis, your runner for the pitcher. Liker, who got the hit, leading at second. Manbeck gives him a look. 2-2. Shicky stands in. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That's out number 2. Big strikeout there for Mason. That's his 3rd onto the ball game. So coming to the plate now is going to be Haynes, the right fielder. He's 0 for 1. Had a fly out to center field. Back in the second inning. So with a runner over at second. Blue Comets leading at 2-0 here on Z95.3. Brought to you by the Big Blue Comet broadcast. Brought to you by the Sonic Drive-In. That's a shot out into center field. Bryson Ellis right there. And he came in too far. And it's going to get over Bryson's head and head to the fence. So over the head of Bryson Ellis comes Powell. And now coming in and over to third goes Haynes. So we're going to give him the RBI triple here to make it a 2-1 ball game. Bryson Ellis coming in on it like he had it gauged. And right over his glove and all the way to the fence. So here comes Copeland as they make it a 2-1 ball game now here in the fourth on a big knock there by Haynes. So Copeland comes in. He's 0 for 1. Struck out his first time up. Now it's 2-1. On the misplay there by Bryson. That's a fly ball here to right or to left field. In the foul ground, but coming in on it. And Corbett Kimberlin's going to come in and make a basket catch. And that is going to do it here on the fly ball in the foul ground. Great job there by Corbett Kimberlin. But they do get to the hit, the 2 hits. They leave a man on, and a run does come in, and there's no errors by the Blue Comets. But it is a 2-1 ball game as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Beck, Peavy, and Costin when we come back. Z95.3. All righty, Blue Comet fans, we're back here. Peyton Beck steps in here, ready to go against Liker in the bottom of the fourth. He gets underneath that one, sends it over to the right side. A lot of guys giving a look there, and finally coming in and making the play is Haynes in the right field for outs, number 1. So 1 out here as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Peyton Beck, fly ball out. Coming to the plate now as I'll get your score right here for the Bulldogs. They did get that run there in the fourth. We'll make sure we put it up here. Maybe. There we go. So we'll get that in there. So Bradley Peavy stands in, and he takes strike 1 here to start off from Liker. So 0-1 to Bradley, and he'll send that one over to Ewing at shortstop. Oh, it gathers him up. Bradley definitely going to be there on the infield hit. And Ewing, boy, it's kind of hopped on him a little bit. Kind of took a crazy hop on him, but he was able to gather it. But Bradley Peavy gets there in time. So Jaden Costin now comes to the plate for the Blue Comets with 1 out and a runner on. Peavy taking his lead over there. Chisholm holding him on. Standing in, Jaden Costin now. And Liker goes to the stretch. 2-1 ball game here. Here's a throw over to first. Peavy getting back in time. 1 out here today. Or in the bottom of the fourth, I should say. As Costin steps in here, he's 1 for 1, scoring a run for the Blue Comets back in the third. That's a shot over to the right side, and once again, Copeland coming in on, or Haynes coming in on it, and he'll make the play there at the line, and it is out, number 2. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth as Cam Kessler comes up. He's 1 for 1, stole a base, got stranded at third, back in the third. As the Blue Comets had that 2-run third inning to take the 2-0 lead. Now it's 2-1. Brady Mack coming to the plate, or coming to the on-deck circles. Cam Kessler stands in. Peavy over to first. Liker with 2 outs delivers. Inside is strike 1. So 0-1 to him. Cam steps back up, ready to go. Kessler sends that over to right field, and Haynes once again getting to work here in the fourth inning. He'll make the play, and that is out, number 3. So 3 quick outs here, but a hit, a man left, and no errors by the Bulldogs, and no runs come in for the Blue Comets. We will go to the 5th inning. It will be Merrick, Ewing, and Ewing when we come back. Blue Comet Baseball here on your home for the Blue Comets, Z95.3.
cookie ice cream sandwiches and Oreo cookie ice cream sandwiches are a must. Just $1.99 or $1.49 after 8. Drive into Sonic Chanute for something new today.
USC 413 is proud to bring you the coverage of this Chanute High School athletics broadcast. Chanute Public Schools strives to provide the best learning experience for all students by providing a fun, safe, and healthy educational environment. From language arts to fine arts, core curriculum to extracurricular activities, there's something for everyone at USC 413. Find out for yourself today by visiting online at usc413.org. Go Blue Comet. The Blue Comet Nation listens to Blue Comet Sports.
Alrighty, Blue Comet fans, back here as we go to the fifth inning. 2-1, Blue Comets with the lead. Mason Manbeck back on the hill here for the Blue Comets. He's thrown 4 solid innings. He's got 52 pitches, 3 strikeouts, 2 base on balls, 4 hits, 1 run. All right, as it is Merrick. Second baseman steps up here. He's 1 for 1, had a single his first time up. Mason Manbeck for the second time on the inside edge. Steve Wright call. 0-1 from Manbeck. Right back in goes Merrick. Here's the 0-1 to him. Just a bit outside for a 1-1 count. So it stays 1-1, and now 1-1, I should say, to Merrick as he comes back in. Manbeck from the windup. The 1-1 to him. That's a shot there, and it gets between Kimberlin and Kester. Well, I tell you what, they have hit that ball just right, perfect hit right between those 2 diving young men out there. And for the second inning in a row, they have a leadoff man on. Their 5th hit of the ball game here against Manbeck. So come to the plate, top of the order will be Ewing. He's 0 for 1 with a base on balls. His 2 times up here for the Bulldog catcher. Standing in, ready to go here. It's Manbeck for the 3rd time with a man on. Fly ball. Lane Harvey sizing it up and makes the play for outs number 1. So here comes Ewing, the shortstop, to the plate. He's had to have a lot of work out there today himself at that shortstop position. Has done a good job. He's over 2 at the plate, couple fly balls. He flied to right, flied to center. And Manbeck with a man over at first and 1 out. Brings it to the plate against Ewing. Fly ball right side. And it'll get out of play for strike 1. Oh, to Ewing with Collar on deck. As Ewing stands in. Here's the pitch. Oh, they're going to throw over to first. Beck holding him on. Not much of a lead over there by Merrick. So Merrick with his lead once again. Now here comes Manbeck. Outside ball. 1-1 now the count. So the 1-1 count to him. Manbeck now ready to go. Here's the pitch. That's up high, and it goes 2-1. So the 2-1 count. That's number 59 for Manbeck is what I've got. Swing and a miss. And it's now 2-2. Coach Lanning with the signs down the third base side. Merrick checks in over first, takes his lead, being held on by Peyton Beck. And 2-2 now to Ewing at the plate, and Manbeck bringing it. That's a shot there to Kimberlin. Chance for 2 maybe. Now running already was Merrick. Good job by running by him, but it is a 6-3 for out number 2, moving Merrick over to second. So good job of running there by Merrick. He was taken off there, and Kimberlin didn't have a chance to turn the double play, so let's get the runner at first. So here comes Collar to the plate, third baseman, 0 for 1, and a base on balls his 2 times at the plate today. 2-1 ball game here. In the 5th inning, the Comets lead it. Collar, left field, Lane Harvey. Right there to make the play. And it is out, number 3. So they do get a hit, and they'll leave him in. And no errors by the Blue Comets, no runs come in. It will stay a 2-1 ball game as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Brady Mack, Bryson Ellis, and Mason Manbeck to the plate. When we come back, Z95.3.
facilities in Chanute, Kansas. Horizon supplies major complex subassemblies for leading airframe manufacturers in the commercial aerospace, military defense, and general aviation industries. We offer a full benefits package including health, dental, vision, 401k, and paid time off. Interested individuals can see a complete job listing at horizonarrow.com/careers.
Alrighty, Buckeye fans, back here. Here we go as we go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Brady Mack had a sac fly his first time up here against Liker. Liker, through his 4 innings of work, has thrown 46 pitches, 2 strikeouts, no base on balls. He got 5 hits and 2 runs. Brady Mack sends that one high, caller there at third, calling for it. And we'll make the play just off the grass. So 1 out. So here comes the top of the order. Bryson Ellis comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. As Bryson steps in here, the strikeout and the fly out, his 2 times up. Liker bringing it. And he'll send that one high, sky fly ball out into left field. Schicky making the play. So 2 pitches, 2 outs here for Liker in the 5th. So here comes Mason Mann back to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Single and ground out. Got left over at third. Back in the 3rd. So Manbeck stepping in here with 2 outs, see if he can help his own cause. Going against Liker. Here's the pitch to him. Steve Wright call on that inside edge. Inconsistent with that one has the blue here today. Liker just now getting close to 50 pitches here through his 4 2/3, and that's going to be 5 innings right here as Ewing at the shortstop gets the glasses down, and he'll make the play on the fly ball. So 3 quick fly ball outs here for Liker as they get no hits, nobody left, and no errors, no runs come in, and we will go to the 6th inning. Liker, Chisholm, and Schicky when we come back. It is Blue Comet Baseball on your home for the Blue Comets, Z95.3. Alrighty, Blue Comet fans, here we go as we're back to the 6th inning, and it is a 2-1 ball game. Blue Comets have the lead here, and the pitcher Liker, he's 1 for 1 with the fielder's choices 2 times up, facing Manbeck here. Mason will get his numbers for you after we get this first pitch going. Here on Z95.3. That's a shot that'll get right up the middle here. That's a 2nd hit in a row here for Liker. His courtesy runner Powell scored the last time up in his 4th inning. So here comes Chisholm to the plate. And once again, Powell comes in to pinch run. So another hit here, 6 hits given up by Manbeck. Manbeck, through 5 innings, has thrown 64 pitches, 3 strikeouts, 2 base on balls, 6 hits, and the 1 run. So here comes Chisholm to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Going to run over at first. Courtesy runner Powell for the pitcher. And he's running. And that is right there in the quick. They get him at first, but will they get him at second? And they do. Nice job turning the double play. Boy, that is a close play there at second. And a good job there as they go 4, 6, 3 for the double play.
Good double play, boys.
So they get the double bill there. Nice job, Blue Comets. Here comes Haynes. I'll tell you, it was a close play there out there at second and even over to first, but they say that they are out. So the double play for the Blue Comets. Here comes Schicky to the plate. He's 0 for 1 and a sacrifice bunt. His 2-time. Nice pitch by Manbeck right there. So 0-1 to Schicky as he stands in here. Here's the pitch to him. Swing and a miss. It's now 0-2. So the 0-2 count. Haynes on deck. Manbeck trying to make quick work here into the 6th. There's a bouncer there, and Kester gets it on the second hop. Going to have to make a good throw, and does. Gets him just by a step. 5-3. Great play, Cam Kester. And a 1-2-3 inning for the Blue Comets. They get a hit. They leave none. No errors by the Blue Comets, and no runs come in. We will go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Blue Comets lead it 2-1. Kimberlin, Harvey, and Beck when we come back on your home for the Blue Comets, Z95.3.
Let's go, 8.
All right, Blue Comet fans, here we go back to the ball game as Kimberlin stands in. First pitch he sees, and it's going to be a shot there. Collier, and he makes a good grab, but he pulls him off the bag at Chisholm. Off the bag there to save that one, and a nice job getting down the line, Kimberlin. But it's a great play there by Collier. He had to gather it up and knew he had to get it quick, but just off the line there. And Kimberlin is safe on the infield hit. So the Blue Comets have the leadoff man on here into the 6th inning, leading at 2-1. Riker now through 50 pitches in his 5 innings of work. 2 strikeouts, no base on balls, 6 hits, and the 2 runs. And here comes Lane Harvey to the plate. He's 0 for 2. So Harvey with the man on, steps in. Liker, quick throw back over to first. Coach Sizemore getting him back over there. Coach Murray down the third base line. So Lane Harvey stepping up here now. See if he can get a hold of one. Like to call a good dinger for Lane here at Hudson Field. Kimberlin taking off. There's a shot. That's a hit and run. Nice job, Blue Comets. Kimberlin going to be able to get to third. And yes, and he's probably going to be able to, oh, no, and a nice job running there by Lane Harvey. So he takes second, and a great job. Shiggy, he had a little trouble getting a hold of it and got away from him. So going in here to third, so now Harvey in with the single, and he takes himself over to second, and a good running on the hit and run by the Blue Comets. 2 hits here in this inning, puts runners in scoring position with no outs, and a 2-1 lead. Here comes back to the plate. Peyton 0 for 2 at the plate today. So see if he can bring in a run, see if he can help the Comets out here into the 6th and get a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 7th and get this first win here today against this tough Bulldog squad. Here's Beck in. Here's the pitch. Squaring around. There's a suicide squeeze. And he'll be back in. Oh, they got that on, and Peyton gets it up in the air. And too far down the line was Kimberlin, and he is going to be out after Peyton Beck puts it in the air. Tried the suicide squeeze play. Right there to the pitcher. Out number 1. Pitcher goes over to third on the 1-5 for outs number 2. So staying in second, Lane Harvey. Here comes Bradley Peavy to the plate. The defense of both these teams has been that way. Pitching and defense of both these teams today has been the big difference. And here comes Bradley Peavy. He fouls that one off to the right side, 0-1. Jaden Costin will be on deck for the Blue Comets. As Bradley Peavy steps right back in. Peavy down the third base line, and it's a fair ball down the third base line. And coming around the score is going to be Harvey. He trips a little bit coming down around third, but Bradley Peavy with the RBI single, and the Blue Comets now take a 3-1 lead. Nice job, Bradley Peavy, right down to the line, and coming in to score is Lane Harvey, and Bradley Peavy makes it a 3-1 ball game. So now coming in, Jaden Costin's going to come in here. Jaden 1 for 2 at the plate. He'll have a man at first, and taking off to run there is going to be Peavy. He'll steal the bag. That is the fourth one for the Blue Comets here today, getting himself in scoring position as it's a 1-0 count here to Costin. And that one's going to be fouled off, heads up over there. Foul ball. 0-1. So that's a 1-1 count here to Jaden. He'll step right back in here, see if we can get him off a second. On the inside pitch there, 2-1 by Liker. Kester on deck if Jaden can get on here with 2 outs. 2-1 to Jaden. He'll send that one off the hands there, and that'll be a foul ball, 2-2. Thought Carter might have a chance to get up on it, but it's a little too shallow there for him. So it's a 2-2 count here to Costin. So the Comets now get that insurance run to make it 3-1. As Jaden steps right back in here. Kester on deck, hoping to get an opportunity to hit. 2-2 to Costin. Fly ball, it's going to be out of play. Heads up, everybody. 2-2. So nice job here by the Blue Comets. They got 3 hits and has brought in the 1 run. The sacrifice bunt. The suicide squeeze didn't quite work out for the Blue Comets here. But would have been nice if it would. There's a bounce chopper, and it'll be a foul ball from Costin as well. So Jaden fighting them off hard here in the 6th inning. The Comets now lead at 3-1. Trying to go to 10-6 on the year. Our Blue Comets, if they get 2 wins here, will be 11-6 and help them move up big time into the 4A here on the west side. That's a foul ball once again. Stays 2-2. Got to run over at second. That's Bradley Peavy. He keeps taking his lead there. He wants to come home and put in another run for the Blue Comets. So Jaden, 2-2. Steps back in. There's a shot there, and it'll be Collar taking it on the second bounce. Long throw. He's not going to get him. He's safe. Good job getting down the line. Jaden Costin was hustling, and he beats the throw. Runners on the corners for the Blue Comets. Nice job, Jaden. Get down the line. Don't look at the ball. Look at the bag. Get down the line. Hustle, and that's the way he did it right there. Good job, Blue Comets. Runners on the corners now. Here comes Cam Kester to the plate. Cam, 1 for 2. So Kester, see if he can bring in another run here. 2 outs. Brady Mack comes to the on deck circle high, stealing the bag. Costin, runners in score position on steal base number 5 for the Blue Comets. Cam Kester, ball 1 to him. Here's the pitch. Cam sends it right back up the gut, and that's going to bring home 2. Murray's going to bring him around. Chugging forward is Cam Kester. He's going to be in. It's a 2 RBI single for Cam Kester as Costin and Peavy come around to score for the Blue Comets to now make it a 5-1 ball game. And Kester with the big knock right there. And the Blue Comets, someone get the score here, boy. We got new hitters coming. Here comes Brady Mack to the plate. He'll come up here. And the Blue Comets with an opportunity now. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have tried to change it here. That's all right, though. We'll get it. First pick, Brady. Foul ball. Heads up, everybody. Brady Mack, 0-1 to him. So Brady Mack right back in. Here's the pitch. It's low. It's now a 1-1 count. So 5-1 now, Blue Comets here into the 6th. 5 hits. I brought in the 3 runs. Here's the pitch to him. Low outside, 2-1. So the 2-1 count. Runners, or I should say Kester over there at first after the RBI. 2 RBIs for him. Here's Brady Mack back in with 2 outs and a 2-1 count to him. Yeah, it's 2-2 now on the foul ball. Top of the order, Bryson Ellis looking to come to the plate here. It's Brady Mack, the 7th hitter to the plate in the 6th. The Comets are looking to get game 1 here, this doubleheader today against Indy. 2-2 to B-Mac. That's in there for call. Steerack, 3. But the damage is done. 5 hits. The Blue Comets leave him in. No errors. And 3 runs come in. And we will go to the 7th inning. It will be Haynes, Copeland, and Merrick when we come back. 5-1 Blue Comets on the Z95 8.3. That's it.
As the area's leading hospital, we believe your best days lie ahead of you. And as a nationally recognized hospital for patient safety and quality, we work to ensure that your tomorrows are the best they can be. At Levette Health, instead of thinking about what you need out of a hospital, we've thought about what you need out of life. With our 5-star, multiple award-winning care, we're creating a higher quality of life for our patients. At Levette Health, we center around you.
Sonic's morning drink stop is such a great way to wake up. Oh, I know. This cherry limeade is just what the doctor ordered. What? You must have the coolest doctor ever. Mine comes over every Sunday, helps me fold the laundry, puts a couple casseroles in the freezer. Is your doctor your mom? Well, yeah. She's the most qualified for the job. But her copay is pretty unreasonable. Oh, really? How bad is it? She makes me clean my whole room. Stop by Sonic for large drinks starting at just 99 cents before 10 a.m. Doctor's orders. This is how you Sonic. For a limited time, only participating Sonic Privates. Tax not included. See menu for details. The Blue Comet Nation,
Alrighty, Blue Comet fans, here we go to the 7th inning. Blue Comets 3 outs away from a Game 1 win here this afternoon. And I'm going to tell you, there's not going to be much of a post-game here, folks, because the things I've got to do, I've got to shut down everything. I've got to go to the radio station, then I've got to come back. So it's a quick run-around, turnarounds. We don't have much time between games, so there won't be much of a post-game, folks. So it's going to shut down really quick, and then about 15 or 20 minutes later, I'm going to get it turned back on as quick as I can, okay? So here we go. As we get ready to go, as Haynes will come to the plate here. And he will face Mason Manbeck. Haynes, 1 for 2 today. That's a high fly ball. The first one he sees. And Peavy calling off Costin and in right field and makes the play for out number 1. So Manbeck through his 6 1/3 has thrown 68 pitches now, 3 strikeouts, 2 base on balls. He's got 6 hits and the 1 run. No errors of his team behind him. Could have gave 1 but decided not to. Here comes Copeland to the plate. He's 0 for 2. And it is ball 1 to him. So Copeland with Merrick on deck. Copeland stands right back in. Here's the pitch, and it's a long fly ball out into center field. Bryson Ellis took a step back and now comes in and makes the play for the second out. So the Blue Comets now 1 out away on pitch number 70 for Mason Manbeck. So to the plate now comes Merrick. He's 2 for 2 today. And with 2 outs and nobody on, steps in against Manbeck. Shot out into left field, and that's a third base hit of the day here for the second baseman. Chris Lanning got him batting that number 9 spot, and he's knocking the ball around today. Here comes Ewing with a 0 for 2 and a base on balls is 3 times up. Man on and 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Blue Comets looking to wrap it up. So back in now, ready to go is Ewing. Couple of fly ball outs today himself. Stay right 1 to the catcher Ewing. So 0-1 to him. Ewing waiting. That's ball 1. 1-1 now to count. So the 1-1 count to him. Mason Manbeck ready to go to Ewing as he stands in. 2 outs, runner taking his lead. There's Merrick over at first. Mason right about to hit her. Long fly ball out into left field. Lane Harvey tracking. Ball game. Blue Comets win on the long fly ball here to Lane Harvey for the final out. They do get a hit. They leave a man, and no errors by the Blue Comets, and no runs come in. It will be a 5-1 victory for your Blue Comets here today over the Independence Bulldogs here in game number 1. All right, folks, as I said, we've got a few things that we've got to get done here so we can get game number 2 to you. So what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to do a couple things, and then I am going to shut everything down, and we will get you ready for game number 2. So that's the way we're going to go here in game number 1. Game over, and it is a 5-1. So as Blue Comets 5 runs on 10 hits, they left 4, no errors. 1 run, 7 hits, 5 left, and 1 error for the Bulldogs here in game number 1. All right, folks, that is going to do it here for game number 1. I'm going to switch it back over to some classic mix music, and then we'll get back to it here, and I'll be back here in about 20 minutes or so to bring you game number 2 here on Z95.3. All right, so now